guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video every single Sunday, and whenever I have time, I like to add an extra or two in there during the week. So now is a great time to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you can stay on top of all of my new videos. And if you're new to the tea journey, welcome, you've come to the right place. I recently wrote an ebook all about the basics of tea. It's just sort of meant to be a nice guide to sort of starting your tea journey, so you're able to go into tea stores feeling really good and confident, just provide a good base of knowledge. So if you're interested in that, it'll be linked down below. And I even have a little video series to go along with it. So a lot of good things if you are just getting into tea. But for today, I have a tea review, and this one's from Plum Deluxe. It's called Garden Grove Green Tea. All right, so you know the drill. Let's get our tea steeping first. All right, now we could set this to the side and check out that loose tea and the ingredients. Plum Deluxe is a really cool brand. They're based here in the US out of Oregon, so they're nice and local, which is super cool. And they have all organic ingredients, and they always include love and gratitude in all of their blends. So they just have a really cool message behind them. I am super lucky to be an ambassador for Plum Deluxe. So if you guys buy through my links, that means I get a little bit of commission to spend on more tea so I can review it for you, and the cycle just kind of continues. So this is Garden Grove Green Tea, and it says a green tea full of easygoing flavor, find your zen. And the ingredients are all organic, and they are green tea, jasmine flowers, rose petals, dried cherries, vanilla essence, love, and gratitude. And this has caffeine because it's a green tea, so there is going to be a little bit. Let's check out the loose tea. I was really excited to get this one because I like floral teas. They're not like my everyday go-to, but as just like a little something special, I thought this sounded really nice because the jasmine and the rose combined with the cherry and the vanilla, that's just a lot of really nice, like gardeny kind of flavors. So I thought that sounded really good. And it does have a really strong cherry scent, a lot stronger than I expected actually. Yeah, it smells a lot more strong than I anticipated. So let's take out a spoonful so we can see all of the ingredients. So here's how it looks in the spoon. You can't really see much because there is a lot of green tea leaves in this, which is great. I'll dump it out onto a plate so we can really get into it. Oh, I see the jasmine and I see the little rose petals. So check it out. It's so pretty. I love when there's flowers in tea. It's like so like whimsical and romantic and pretty. But here's a little jasmine bud. Look at how cute. I like when jasmine flowers are in tea in particular because a lot of the time tea will just be scented with jasmine, so you'll get that beautiful jasmine scent without actually ever seeing the jasmine flowers. So I feel like it is kind of a special treat to actually like see them in a tea. The way that they scent jasmine teas is really beautiful. They lay out the tea and then they put the jasmine flowers on top and like lock it in like usually like a wooden box or something like that to really seal in the jasmine scent and flavor into the tea. So I love that process, but I do think it's really special when the jasmine flowers are like in the mix and they're present. You can see them and just like appreciate the aesthetic as well as the taste. Here's a little piece of rose petal. So pretty. And then it does say that there's dried cherries in here, but I don't see one, so I'm gonna see if I could try to find one. I like that this isn't a whole lot of ingredients. It's very simple, which is nice because I feel like every flavor will really shine through. I don't see the dried cherries, but I definitely do smell them. Honestly, I thought that there might be like a natural flavoring cherry going on here. because it is so strong and powerful, but there isn't. It is dried cherries and just vanilla essence. I feel like vanilla always takes kind of a back seat in the scent of a tea, but then when you taste it, you get like that nice hint of vanilla that makes it all nice and creamy. Since this is a green tea, I don't want to run the risk of oversteeping, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the infuser nice and early. When you oversteep a green tea, it can get very bitter, so better be safe than sorry there. But I'm gonna set it to the side. I'm not gonna try it just yet because I do wanna go on Plum Deluxe's website and see if I can find a little more information about Garden Grove green tea on there. So Plum Deluxe always does this thing where they put like the title of the tea, like the name, as well as like a couple words to describe it, so that when you read like Garden Grove green tea, you're not like, what would that be? Like underneath it says jasmine and cherry, so that you know kind of right away what it's gonna be. So if you're someone who doesn't like cherry and you read Garden Grove, you're like, oh, you know what, it's cherry, I don't really like that. So I feel like it's really nice and descriptive, and it really helps you like not waste any time when you're looking for the perfect tea. The picture is really beautiful. I feel like the colors of the rose petals are a little nicer in the picture, but that's sort of to be expected. Otherwise, I'd say it looks right on par. It has those nice, like, long, flat green tea leaves that are exactly the same as the ones I see in front of me. So that's always great when it's nice and consistent. And then I love how they do these cute, like, stylized photos with, like, the cup of tea, like, steeped, and then there's some cherries there. I think that's really cute. It says, our signature cherry green tea blend is full of easygoing flavor. Find your zen with tart cherries, the calming jasmine, and the sweet smell of vanilla, all gently blended with a Chinese green tea full of healing antioxidants and delicious flavor. A wonderful cherry blend, great hot or on ice. Well, this probably would be pretty good ice because that cherry flavor I feel like would be really awesome in like a summer iced tea. Oh, this is cool. So it says like the caffeine levels. It's on a scale from 1 to 4. And this one is a 3. So it has 3 cute little teacups there. I like that. Suggested uses: lovely hot or iced and sipped in the garden or as part of your daily meditation ritual. I like that Plum Deluxe is always like suggesting like meditating and like self-care and things like that. It's like the perfect partner for a cup of tea, like that mindfulness. Like I feel like tea is all about that. Like when you sit and drink a cup of tea, you're really like in the moment. Whereas when you're drinking a cup of coffee, you're kind of like revving up for your day and you're sort of like getting ready to be productive. But when you drink a cup of tea, it's kind of like taking a step back and just like sort of like grounding yourself and like connecting. I love tea so much. And then Andy, the tea maker, always has like a little note under each tea. So this is him. And it's really simple on this one. It says, a fun and enjoyable green tea blend, our first green tea. Oh my God, I didn't realize that this is their first green tea ever. They have actually a good amount of green teas, and it's really cool that this is the one that kind of like started it all as far as green teas from Plum Deluxe. So I say we go ahead and try it. It still smells like that cherry scent that I got from the tea. I'm surprised how strong the cherry smells. I'm curious if it's gonna come through as much in the taste. Wow, it does. That cherry flavor is so strong, and I really wasn't expecting that out of a tea that has like no like natural flavoring of cherry. That's really fantastic. Definitely the first thing I taste is that cherry, which is awesome, but I do also taste that it's a green tea. Like it doesn't taste like overpoweringly cherry. It definitely tastes like an awesome cherry green tea. So I'm kind of hoping to taste that jasmine and that rose a little bit, but I'm picking up mostly that cherry. Yeah, it's really interesting that it's the second and third ingredients after the green tea are the jasmine and rose, but I still taste the cherry the most. This would have been really good for Valentine's Day. I feel like cherries and roses and jasmine petals are such like romantic ingredients in a tea. I feel like the floral notes are really just a nice support for the cherry flavor. You know, like I'd really have to try hard to like pick out those floral notes. Whereas like if I drank this, I think I'd realize right away that it's cherry. Yeah, I think if I tried this not knowing what it was, I'd be like pretty sure it's a green tea because it tastes very much like a green tea, but also like that cherry flavor. David's Tea had a couple different cherry teas when I worked there. There was a white tea called Cherry Blossom, and I'd probably say that this is most similar to that one because that had cherry and rose as well, but it was in a white tea base, so it was a little different. But the one I thought of first was one called Sakura Cherry, and I think it was just a straight green tea, but with, I don't know like what it was that had the cherry taste, but that tea was notorious for oversteeping. It was so easy to oversteep it. It needed like the shortest steep time ever. So I never really enjoyed that one very much because I would always oversteep it. But this is sort of like what I felt like that was supposed to taste like. So I really like this. So every morning I like to drink a green tea with ginger or like some sort of like light clean flavor. Mostly ginger, but sometimes I'll drink like a genmaicha. I just love green tea first thing when I wake up because I just feel like it puts you in such a good mood. Like green tea just feels like it has really good like uplifting energies in it. But I don't know if I would drink this one on a daily basis, because of that like strong cherry sort of thing. I'm never really eager to reach for like a fruity kind of tea. And I mean floral teas too. Over anything else, I always seem to go for like spiced teas or like more on the savory side teas. But I mean, I change it up. Like after my morning tea, like if I have another tea in the afternoon or a little later on, I'll be sort of random about it. Like I'm always in the mood for like something different. But I don't think I would drink this every single day. Like, I don't think this would be one of my regular teas in my rotation, but I do really like it and I'm glad I got it and I'm glad I had the chance to try it. I would have liked to get like maybe a stronger kick of the floral notes though. But the green tea is really nice. I love that you can taste the green tea. Because like with a flavored green tea, you really want that balance, because if you don't taste the green tea, then it's like it could have been anything. You know what I mean? Like green tea is so special to me, and like I really love when I can get the full flavor of the green tea even through like a flavored ingredient like cherry. So I'd say in some ways this was really masterfully blended as far as the balance between the green tea and the cherry, but the rose and the jasmine really are just like supportive of the cherry. It's like they don't really like hold their own and do their own thing, which is okay. It's still an awesome tea. And that's just like, that's the way it is sometimes. Like sometimes there are certain ingredients that are meant to do just that, like support the other ingredient and not really be their own flavor. Like it all goes together really nicely, but I'm not really sure if the floral ingredients support the cherry or if the cherry overpowers the floral ingredients. I guess that's sort of like my hang up on this. but I do think it's really awesome. I love a good green tea. So I think for Plum Deluxe's first green tea ever, this is pretty awesome. I love their other green teas that I've tried as well, so I can link some of those reviews in the description because they do have a lot of really awesome teas, but this one's definitely a winner. If you like cherry and you like green tea, you should definitely give this one a try, but if you are looking for something more floral, I think you could find something a little closer to what you're looking for in a different tea. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Plum Deluxe's Garden Grove green tea. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys grow a garden this summer? A couple years ago, before I moved out of my parents' house, I had the best garden. I was always so excited to plan out my garden every year, and we had a really nice space for it. We only got partial sun, but it was just so wonderful to be able to grow all kinds of like edible things. One year we grew a ton of kale, and that was really exciting. We couldn't even eat it all. And then another year I was able to grow a bunch of little pumpkins, and that was exciting too. So let me know, do you guys have gardening plans for this year? Because this tea is getting me inspired for that. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.